quarterback RV lives. Huh? It's back. It's bigger.
This is the the 2.0 version, the
This
better
is
version.
beautiful.
It is.
Huh?
It's a great mobile home.
Tell me this about how much do you use it out of camp? I mean, is this where you draw up the 2-point play against the New York Jets, the Landry pass against the Bengals? Do you come in here and draw that up in the old quarterback RV?
No, I think this is definitely where our creative minds flow, but not exactly for those things.
Tell me about body armor. Tell us about the drink.
I think it's a high quality drink. It's very important to athletes to put great things in their body. To make sure you're hydrated. Hydration and recovery are two of the most important things. Training's important, but making sure you're hydrated and recovery is as well.
How did you get exposed to it and get involved?
Just tasting it for the first time, and then realizing who else is involved with it. The flavor's great, and then Kobe's been one of my idols since I was little, and he's a big part of Body Armor. Mentality-wise, there's nobody else like him.
So tell me this: how would you recommend it to people? I mean, there's no no additives to it, things like that.
No, it's naturally sweetened, and I think my favorite is the light version. So we have right here, we have the regular version, and then the light is my favorite's the light, less sugar, and then also the water.
All right,
just helps you out.
Helps you out, everybody. Body Armor. Okay, that's exciting for you, huh?
It's
Getting
very
involved
exciting.
in something like this.
No, it's very exciting going forward, and being able to be a part of the team and as an investor, and move forward with it.
Speaking of the team, okay, a couple of weeks in, how excited are you from what you're seeing? Because you've got a bird's eye view of it every day.
It's going forward in the right way. I think we've been working on getting better at one thing each day, and that's the best way to approach it. It's a long season, it's a journey. So to be able to accomplish a few goals at a time as a singular focus, we're not supposed to be in prime shape right now.
Right.
It's still training camp. It's still very early.
Can I tell you this? What a difference a year makes. Huh? I mean, how about this? You got a beautiful RV. You have a beautiful wife. You're married.
I'm married.
And that is great. Congratulations
Thank
to
you very
you.
much.
And man, when you're a football player or you're a quarterback, how you have to squeeze things in around training camp and everything. And I know the wedding was a big event in your life and your wife's life. How did that all go?
So we have that the off season, the spring practices and everything like that, and then you get that break from mid-June to late July before report day. So just enough time to take off from training, get married, and enjoy Hawaii for a little bit, and just get your mind away from football before you have to report back.
And is that easy for you to get your mind away from football? Because you seem to be on point.
That's a big goal, is to be able to turn it off when you leave the facility, because I think that's important, to be able to step away from it. I think that's just healthy for your own mental health. But no, it was able to do it.
Okay, I got to ask you this: when you guys came out of the huddle, the first time that #1 offense came out, and everybody's out there, and you see Beckham, and you see Landry, and you see Higgins, and you see Callaway, and you see Njoku, and you see you, and Chubb's behind you.
Yeah.
There was a wow factor. Now, for you, what is it like?
It makes my job very easy. Knowing that I'm surrounded by that much talent, and I have the same guys up front. Other than one competition at right guard we could be going on right now, it's very comfortable for me. And I think going into year 2, as the game has slowed down, I'm actually getting reps in training camp this year with the ones, and it's just a whole different level of being comfortable with this offense.
Yeah, but are you kind of amazed how it was all put together? I mean, this was a team that, before you got here...
Not to blow up Dorsey's ego any more than he already has it, but he knows exactly what he's doing. He surrounded some great pieces and putting together a great team.
Okay, you had a running backs coach last year that became a coordinator, that became a head coach, but you have a marvelous relationship with him. Is it the same now because he's the boss?
Our relationship personally, yes, is the same. I don't see him as much as I did last year during the season. I'm sure that'll change once we start going into install meetings and game planning, but he's the same guy, and that's the best part about it. Our defensive guys get to be around him, and they know exactly what to expect.
Do you welcome the high expectations that are obviously out there?
I absolutely do, because I think inside our building we need to have them just as high. We need to have those huge aspirations of winning the Super Bowl. Not just having a winning season and having improvement from last year, but the highest goals and working for it.
Yeah. Do you realize that Cleveland for a long time has wanted to love their quarterback? They really have.
That's I've seen the long list of names on the jersey.
On the jersey. But do you feel that? I mean, how excited they are by the way you play, the way you're going to play, the way you are around them. I mean, you've really connected with them.
I could feel the energy. I knew as soon as I was here that I could relate to this town. collar work ethic town, and just being able to feel that energy.
Yeah. When you're not going to surprise anybody anymore, okay? No one's taking the Browns lightly anymore,
Yeah.
and that will be a factor, won't it? I mean, every game you go into, bang.
I think it'll be great for us to realize that we have to bring our A game every week. You know, just knowing that we do have a target on our back, but we got to play 1 week at a time, and I think that's the great part about having Freddie is we're very focused.
Hey, before we go, and we are getting ready to leave you off here, what are we looking at here?
I call it marbles. It's really called aggravation. Some say it's a game of luck because you roll your dice to see how much. I think it's more skill and strategy, which, you know, I usually am a champion in my household.
It looks like the diagram of a slant to Beckham.
It kind of, something like that. He goes a long way for a touchdown, yes.
Hey, best of luck.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Baker.